That's how we starting the day, baby. But listen, the red dot is on. Slide Fox 5. Get this mic right. I ain't here to waste your time. So let's get right into the show. What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only holiday season. You're here for a reason, and today is episode 17 of the Road to 1,000. Road to 1,000 followers, road to 1,000 subscribers. Shoot, road to 1,000 steps, even though it's raining where I'm at. Whatever the road you're on today, I'm on that road with you. So happy and blessed that you were able to be here with us, whether it's the morning, evening, afternoon, night. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And for that, all I can say is thank you. Whether you're listening to this on this audio broadcast or watching it visually on YouTube, welcome to another installment of Road to 1,000. It's been a journey through 17 episodes. Man, what am I talking about? Let's get right into the show, man. I was sitting here thinking about last week's episode of saying nothing matters. And as harsh as that was, I think there was some validity to it. In the proper context. Nothing matters until you get to the destination. So if I was overthinking and felt pressured to do a certain thing and I ended up stalling myself out and not doing it, i.e. sitting here 20 minutes before I actually press record because I'm worried about how it's going to sound, then it don't matter because I never did the thing to get to the end goal, right? But on the opposite end of that, because yin to the yang, they twins or whatever, there is another universe or another thought process where everything matters and you worry about the journey and not the destination. And that's where we're at here. There's a fine balance, there's a fine line of nothing matters and everything matters. So last week we covered nothing. Today we'll cover everything. And I think it's important to have both aspects of it because you don't want to be too far gone and say, hey, nothing matters in this world. And you don't want to be too far-fetched on the other side and say everything matters in this world. So as long as we got that fine balance to put them both together, I think we're going to be in a good spot. And I honestly think it helps a lot to realize that sometimes you just have to enjoy the journey, and that's on the everything side. If you sit here and only focus on the destination, if I'm only worried about the road to 1,000 and getting to the end of the road, I forget to enjoy the moments that come. I forget to sit back and realize like, yo, I'm actually doing it. And I have a terrible problem with this because I think I get so like the tunnel mode where until I get to the goal, I'm too far-fetched on this side. Nothing matters until I get to the goal because this ain't getting me the lifestyle that I want. This ain't doing what I thought it was going to do. And that's me so focused on thinking that once I get to that spot, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to feel like accomplished and I actually did something worth mentioning, worth describing about. But on the other side of it, let's look at it from a present tense. Like right now, me and you, we're right here. There wouldn't be this back and forth dialogue. There wouldn't be me talking to you right now because I'm not at the destination. The road to 1,000, I'm not at 1,000 subscribers. I'm at like 382. So if you want to help me get to 1,000, subscribe. But you get where I'm coming from. If I was to only think about doing the thing or getting to my destination and nothing matters until then, far-fetched, right? You wouldn't be able to hear the stories that inspire the masses, that charge everybody up and motivate them to get out there to go do the thing. And that is what makes you so personable when you start telling your story, when you start letting people know, hey, I'm just like you. There is nothing different besides, hey, I set a goal out and I got to it and I accomplished it. Everybody has a goal. Everybody is looking to get better in life. And sometimes we just fall short of stopping from the goal because we're so locked in on, well, if I'm not this person, then nothing matters. And I'm here to tell you that on the opposite end, until I get to that destination or that goal, everything matters. Every little step you take is going to mean something until you get to the destination. That is what's going to catapult you to continue going. LaRussell just had a video drop talking about artist development, and he was saying, yo, I wasn't the person that I needed to be to have all these things. Be do have, obviously. But that, even in that aspect there, he was talking about artist development, which is such a huge thing for rappers, singers, artistry in that sector. You don't know what it takes to be a Beyonce Knowles off rip. You don't know what it takes to be a Jay-Z. And I sound like I'm dating myself here by naming Beyonce Jay-Z. Or of knowing, put whoever it is in your catalog, whoever the top person is, a Drake. It's not like Drake was Drake off rip. He had to work through albums. He had to work through mixtapes. He had to work through single after single, making his identity, forming his artistry. And then it gets to a point where all the practice that I've done, all the steps I've done along this journey, now I'm at the destination. Now I can sit back and look at what was it that laid the blueprint out. What was it that got me to my destination? Did I enjoy it? Everything that matters on the road to your journey, you should be enjoyable to some degree. Not going to say it's all happy and go lucky. Not to say that it's always going to be roses and flowers and, hey, yo, it's me. It's beautiful every day. That ain't the case. But you should know that each thing is building you up to get you to that final goal, to get you to that destination, to get you to the pinnacle of what you think is success. And Jim Carrey has a massive quote of saying, like, yo, I wish everybody would get rich so they can realize that it's not what you think it is. It's not the thing that makes you happiest. Now, every rich person says that, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt because I would just like to get there because maybe I do something different with it that, you know what I'm saying, change my happiness a little bit. But the overall goal of it is, like, be happy now. Enjoy the journey now. The boredom that you have now, enjoy it. The trying to figure it out to get there, enjoy it. Because once you get to the next level and you've mastered this part, so now financial is taken care of, or you've accomplished that goal, there is going to be a whole new set of challenges waiting for you at the next level. Challenges don't just disappear once you get to the goal. There's going to be you climb that step, you made it to the next floor. Hey, they're going to shake your hand. Welcome to this floor. And as you keep going, there's going to be more problems that you ain't never seen before. Because you have never been to this level. You've never seen this environment. You've never been in this space. So the things that you thought was sweet at this level, it comes with something. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. Man, I don't messed up the saying. Quid pro quo. I can't say it. Try it slow. Let's try it slow. Quid pro quo. Something for something. In exchange of you getting to this destination, you're going to have to give up something. Or you're just going to have to take on something. it's crazy. Life is crazy, especially when you start going through it. And that's a producer versus consumer mindset. Like once you consuming so much information, you're not in the world. You're not playing the game. You're on the sidelines. You're just watching people doing their thing, living life, and you're just watching from the sidelines, maybe enjoying it. Who knows? But it gets to a point, after a while, I don't really just like watching people scroll. I mean, live their life. I'm scrolling and then I get this awareness boost of like, hey, I'm sitting here on my phone and I ain't doing nothing, but I'm watching people do everything. That's your chance to get in the game. That's your chance to start producing. What is it that makes you feel alive? What is it that you want somebody to sit there and scroll on your content and say, hey, it's kind of dope. I kind of like what this person doing. Man, it kind of resonate with me. I like this story. I want to see where this goes. I'll follow. Oh man, they got a service they provide. Oh, they got a product that benefits me. I'll buy that. That product means more than the money in my pocket. I'll see what they talking about. Like, when do you get to that part? When do you become the man in the arena? When do you become a player that says, yo, I'm done watching. I'm done just looking at people live life. When do you start saying, I want to live? When do you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, we're not playing around no more. Today is the youngest I'm ever going to be. I'm not about to sit here and let my teens, my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s go past me anymore. There's not another day that will go by that I don't actively pursue the goal that I'm trying to get to. And whether I fail or not, that has nothing to do with it. Just me doing it. Just me getting up and saying, God, and God come back down and say, what up? What up, big dog? Look, man, I appreciate you waking me up today. For real, like I'm up and I'm after it. Help me get to show your life better. You gave me this gift. What is it that I can do to give it to the world? Come on now. What is it going to take for you to actually start saying, I'll bypass the haters. I'll bypass the anxiety and fear that stops me in my tracks from not going after my goals. I'll bypass the people saying you can't do it. What does it take? Because that's where regret's going to come in, and you're going to sit back and say, man, I was 28 years old and I had this idea to do this podcast. And I just knew I could shake the masses. I just knew I could motivate somebody. I could inspire somebody to go after their dreams. I can get right on this camera, on this microphone. But man, I was just looking at all those people and I was scared. I was looking at all those eyes and I got afraid and I never did it. I had a camera at home. I had the lights. I bought the lights. I spent my money on the lights. I had the microphone. I'm paying a monthly membership for a space where I can come and record and do what I need to do. I got it all. I just never did it. What will it take for you to stop being so scared and finally being the person that you know you're supposed to be? That's the message of the day. That's what I want you to walk away with. That's what I want you to start really thinking about daily. Because this ain't no bi-monthly thing. This ain't no, y'all check it in every new year. You getting up every day. You chasing a dream every day. And that's when everything matters. Because now every day, it matters that I'm up. It matters that I get to go after this. It matters that I get to pursue something that I think is worth living for. It all matters. It all matters. The failure matters. The success matters. The little coincidence that you thought didn't mean nothing means something. God talking. It's just a matter of if you listening. God is going to put you in the direction of where you need to go, one way or another. Are you aware enough to realize that he's moving you in the direction? Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you alive? Like, are you actually alive right now? Or are you scrolling on that phone? Nothing matters no more, so I'm just on my phone. I ain't going to be able to do that. I can't do it, so I'm just on my phone. Man, Love is Blind is out, so I'm going to see them live their life, so I'm on my phone. Or, I had this idea, intellectual property. Man, I had this idea of doing something, but I just need somebody. I just need a couple pieces. Well, let me get on Instagram. Instead of consuming something, let me start producing. Let me put a post out there. Hey, I'm looking for somebody with XYZ. I'm trying to do this. Hey, I'm on TikTok. Great algorithm. Hey, I'm looking to do this, blah, blah, blah. Or, even better or worse, learn how to do it yourself. We ain't here dolo, big dog. Ain't nobody in here listening. Ain't nobody around me producing this. This is produced, executive produced, cut, edited by the one and only. And that's going to mean something down the line if you start off doing it dolo. Because when you start to hire, because at some point or another, it's got to blow up if you continuously do this day in, day out, producing content, editing it, posting it, and figuring out the nooks and crannies of it. It's got to blow up. So then it's going to get to a point where you can't do it by yourself. It's going to get to a point where I'm going to need some editors in here, big dog. Oh, well, what you looking for? Well, shoot, I've been editing this, I've been doing it for about 3-4 years, editing. So I kind of know the style I like. So now I get to train somebody on how to do it. Ooh, you're a trainer now. Ooh, you get to show somebody how to do it. Come on, man. Are you following me? It gets good. At some point, it gets good. But until it gets good, it has to be rough. Rough. It has to be. Because during the rough times, the cream rises to the top. No matter what scenario you in, basketball, football, model, fashion designer, makeup, hair, content creator, no matter what happens, this is where they say everybody starts at zero. Everybody has an evil playing field because nobody has a leg up starting up. Everybody has 0 followers. When I started with this camera, I'm at level 0. Somebody had to start at 0 too. But don't judge where they're at based on where you're trying to get to. They probably could have started 10 years from me, 10 years ahead of me. And now I'm sitting here contemplating why my stuff don't look like their stuff. They've been doing it for 10 years prior. Of course, it better look sweet. It better look better than mine. Because if not, I'm on you. Now I know. Oh, you've been doing this for, and now I'm in my purpose. Now I know I'm on something. I'm on something sweet. I know I'm on something good. Just start doing it. Just start taking action. Everything matters to the destination. And you can't skip steps. There is no elevator to this. So enjoy the journey. Always defer to the journey because the destination means nothing if the journey isn't worthwhile. So always defer to the journey, man. Hopefully there's something you took from this. Hopefully if you listen to this little mini rant and you got to the end of this and you realize, yo, there is something valuable with my life. There is something worth living for. And I am willing and dedicated to figure out what it is. I appreciate you for staying. I appreciate you for listening. Remember, as always, love, peace, and whatever grease you put onto your hair. Make sure you do that. Always keep something for your lips. Don't be like me. I'm out today. As you saw last week, it was running low. I got to go buy another one. But always have something for your lips because I don't want you out here looking crusty. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.